Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy, presented by Yamaha.
Nice! That's what we're talking about, Big Snook in Everglades National Park.
Good job.
Good job to you.
I'm gonna let you take it out.
One thing you can be assured of is I couldn't catch him without you because you know where he lives.
Well, thanks. Oh, that was close.
Today's Sportsman's Adventures takes us deep into the watery wilderness of Florida's last great frontier. The 10,000 islands in Everglades National Park are located in the most remote section of Florida's southern mainland. This vast area is defined by hundreds of twisting creeks, wide rivers, and quiet bays, and they're all lined by thousands of mangrove trees and mangrove islands.
We're fishing for snook here.
Captain Rick Murphy and our special guest, Captain Eric Herstead, has spent a lifetime fishing here. The air is cold on this late winter morning, and for the long and fast boat ride, we're dressed like bank robbers. Snook are lethargic when the water temps are low, but as the sun rises and warms, so do the fishermen and the fish.
Oh man, nice fish, Rick. Keep them away. Oh yeah. Man, that's a nice one.
I must hit the spot lock.
Oh, you got it?
I think I do.
All right. I'll take it and head us out if you want it. Got it?
Wow.
Nice fish.
That is a good one. Well, he sure ate that little subwalk.
You sure did.
Right in the nose. Oh, yeah, underneath there, bud.
Oh, you still got light leader on there or no?
Yeah, man, you know me. Keep it right and go light. Look, this fish has got a scar on his back from something, Eric.
Oh yeah, look,
something got him.
That's very recent. You think that was an osprey?
I don't know.
He seems kind of big. Maybe an osprey thought he was smaller and tried to pick him up. Let's see. He's hooked in a bad place.
Nice.
Let's see here.
That looks like some type of line.
Let me get this out and we can take a look at
that's
it.
Probably a good idea. Here.
Okay. Okay.
Let's take a look at that.
Let's see. Oh,
put him right
it
here.
might be an osprey.
No, you know, oh, he's got a lot all over here too.
Wow. That one's healed up and this one's really fresh. It's almost like
maybe
it was the same thing.
He had a fishing line or something around. No.
Wrapped through there.
That could, well, I don't know. I think that's a fishing line, Mark.
Maybe. Yeah, it's all healed up now.
Nice.
It's amazing how well they heal up like that.
Yeah. You can tell we're in the winter time because look how skinny the fish are.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. That's a nice one.
Well, let's get him back in there.
All right. Good work.
Hey, thanks for grabbing me.
Yeah. My pleasure.
Boy, you know, it was so neat. You can see this subwalk. It's got these little fins on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does is when I asked Rapala, we designed the twitching wrap, and then they came out with the subwalk. And this was an invention, I think, of Mark Fisher and Greg Wallner together. And what it did is it gives you that walk the dog side-to-side action underneath the water. So you twitch it, walks the dog, and really goes back and forth like a skitter walk.
Yeah.
Same silhouette, like a finger mullet. You know, that same body.
Sure, sure.
And, well, I tell you.
That's a great looking plug. It'll stick to it.
It's a good fish here.
Oh, that is a good fish. He's swimming at you?
Just a second.
That might be a whopper. Oh, yeah, that's a nice fish. Wow. Cool, very cool. Oh, you got pretty light leader on there, don't you?
Yeah, light leader.
Yeah, you're going to have to take it easy unless
I'm going to go easy. I'm
goes in the bushes.
Easy, but I'm going to go off.
Yeah, unless he goes in there, go easy on him. We have 30 pounds, is that what it is?
30 or 20, I don't remember.
Looks like 20. We had a problem getting a bite, so he went back down, which seems to be working.
Yeah. Oh, you always go light on the leader, guys. The one thing you can be assured of is something won't fray if it's not tight. I'm gonna push the spot lock here and it'll hold me right here for a second. Now, I'm gonna try to. The big one, man. The big snooks. Big snook. Oh, let me whine. Come on, baby. Easy, easy.
You know, that snook closure they had for that prolonged snook closure after that bad fish kill, this just goes to show how good of a thing it was.
Yeah.
You know, this is cool. We've had a good amount of time since then, but obviously some are going to be back, but you know, not all of them wasn't as bad as people made it out to be.
Right.
Still plenty.
You know, and that fish, another fish, way off of the shoreline. You know.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Which is good.
He was way out.
Nice, you're taking me around the boat. Man, I love seeing these big snooks. You know, what's so cool is, look, we're essentially out here with bass tackle.
Yeah.
A guy from Minneapolis during the winter time can come down here, bring his smallmouth bass outfit or his largemouth bass outfit, bring his tackle box with those same plugs and catch these big snooks.
You got to follow him around because of the leader. Oh, it's a nice fish.
Well, he's hooked in the side of his face, so I can go ahead and pull on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Be careful of those little light hooks, Eric.
Yeah.
Nice!
Right.
That's what we're talking about, big snooks in Everglades National Park.
Good job.
Good job to you.
I'm gonna let you take it out.
One thing you can be assured of is I couldn't catch him without you because you know where he lived.
Well, thanks. Oh, that was close.
What, close?
That's sweet, man.
You?
Yeah.
But that, you know what, getting a hook in your hand is like, you know, playing horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah.
What a beautiful fish.
That's great, man. Really cool.
Little skinnier. That's the typical fish that you would see in the backcountry.
Yeah.
You know, much golder fins, and then certainly the skinny body, big head.
Yeah.
Versus those coastal fish, the fish we catch in the rivers, the fish they catch over on the East Coast.
Much fatter than this guy.
Much thicker.
Yeah.
The fins are almost transparent. And the other thing, let me show you this.
Yeah.
See how his line goes all the way through into his tip of his tail?
Yeah.
You get those big Gulf fish and the fish that are on the beach, East Coast, you don't see that line.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Because the tail's so clear.
Oh, okay.
Nice fish. Get him back in the water.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Got something, Rick? I don't know yet. It's got to be a snook. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
cool.
yes. There you go.
Yeah, I was just saying, one ought to be in here. Man.
I know. You know where they live.
Well, we had a little slow period, but this is taking us out of it. Uh-oh. It's going around the back of the boat.
That's a good point right there, Eric. You know, when the fish runs under the boat, most fish are lost right by the boat side.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than staying on the bow when your line's headed toward the motor.
So the key is that you got to put the rod tip down underneath and just hope that he doesn't jump coming out the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, one of the things that's really so positive is we had that prolonged snook closure because snook just can't handle the cold water for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, the FWC has really done a fine job of managing the fish on the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know, during the closure, we had certainly the fish in the Gulf were being protected, and then the fish on the East Coast, you could still take them because the numbers weren't hurt nearly as bad. But you know what? They've done a great job.
Has been a good thing. Definitely a good thing.
From super sailfish and marlin to delicious dolphin and snook, more and more anglers from all around the world are discovering that the thing to do is fish Costa Rica. For some fishermen, the ultimate is not enough. For them, the challenge is to go beyond, to explore the sublime of the angling world. In Costa Rica, these are the fly fishermen, landing 100-pound plus tarpon on light fly tackle. The tarpon is a respected foe, one to be sought and engaged in battle, but unvanquished in war, to fight another day.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Catch the latest at Rapala.com. Williamson for the Pelagic Playground. VMC Hooks. Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. And by Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
I got my first Yamaha in 1994 and I still use that outboard in the Bahamas today. This Yamaha 130 has over 2,000 hours on it and it sometimes sits for 6 months. I can always depend on it starting and performing like it did when it was new. Everybody knows Yamaha stakes their reputation on reliability, and for me, that Yamaha 130 is living proof. So if you're considering a Yamaha, I can tell you that reliability and performance is something that you can count on for a long time.
I want to say something when I see land. Something all the pirates after me can say when they see land. Arr. How about, I see a landmass approaching on the horizon?
Punchier! More gravitas!
Okay, well, how about land ho?
I'm liking it!
Always use the best line, suffix 832.
Think GPS is just for getting you to the water? Think again. The new iPilot wireless GPS trolling system can hold your boat in place like an electronic anchor. Record and retrace productive fishing paths, automatically keep you on any bearing you choose, and take total command of speed and steering. iPilot controls your boat with wireless GPS precision so you can focus on fishing. And it's only from Minn Kota.
You already know about the La Jolla Resort in Isla Mirada, so let's talk about the La Jolla experience. With an on-site boat ramp, the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic is just minutes away. And when you return from fishing, there's barbecue pits to cook your catch while your family enjoys the pool or one of our new remodeled rooms. This historic resort, the La Jolla, is family-owned and operated and has a friendly staff ready to make your La Jolla experience a really great one.
You know there's more to it than luck. There's fishing the right bait, the water temperature, the wind, the season, and then there's the boat. We'll put it simply, the boat matters. To own a Contender is to own the best sport fishing boat on the market, period. Contender offers the most comprehensive model range with bigger, faster, and more fuel-efficient boats than the competition. There's only one choice for serious anglers. Contender Boats. Performance through innovation.
You know, the thing that's really happened lately in shallow water fishing is these shallow water anchors. And I gotta tell you, the Minn Kota Talon is the one that I like to use. And let me tell you some of the reasons why I like to use it. If I'm going down a shoreline, I can actually control the forward momentum of the boat as soon as I hook a fish by simply just pushing the down button on my remote. I don't have to hold it, it automatically deploys. It doesn't have any hinging parts, which is really something I like too, because I don't have to fish around the back of the boat if the fish heads towards the back of the boat. So that's a cool feature that I like about the Talon as well. Now in the past, a lot of times when you get on hard bottom, you would have to use your anchor because the push poles simply couldn't go into the sandy bottom. The Talon will actually stop me right up on the sand, and that really gives me a lot of control over hard bottom. But in this particular case, I can also go into grass bottom, and that's what allows me to have more boat control, and that's why I like the Minn Kota Talon.
The small fishing village of Chokoloskee is one of the main jumping off points for anglers who come to fish these fabled waters. Chokoloskee's economy relies heavily on commercial and recreational fishing, as well as a few tourist attractions, such as the Ted Smallwood Trading Post. Years ago, this was the main gathering place for all who lived, hunted, and fished the 10,000 Islands region. And today, it serves as a reminder of simpler times gone by. But what hasn't changed in all these years is the incredible snook fishing that can be found right here.
All right, Rick.
All right, Eric.
Oh, man.
Let me ask you something, Eric.
Yeah.
We're talking about the month of February now. Tell me the difference between now water salinity versus in the summertime when we get afternoon thunderstorms.
Well, in the summer, the water is way more fresh. We're obviously fishing in the backcountry here, not in the Gulf side. Oh, you got one too?
Yeah, man.
Cool. The water's way more fresh back here, which forces a lot of the fish, not all of them, but a lot of the fish out to the Gulf side. And the water's so much higher also in the backcountry here in the summer because of all the rain. You know, the snook gets so far back in the bushes, the ones that do hang around, you can't even get a bait to them, you know?
Right.
So a lot of times we fish more on the outside in the summer. Oh, it's a big one, Rick. I got a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You might be going the wrong way.
Yeah, he was. No, okay, good. Okay, good. He's not huge, but he's a nice one.
I'm gonna just go straight
yeah.
out there, Chief.
Yeah, just head him out.
You know, the future of our snooking after that freeze we had in 2010 looking a little better.
Yeah, it is.
I got this little one on.
If you want, you can keep him there and we can compare, because I'm pretty sure this one could eat that one.
No way. There's a difference between mine and yours, though.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll bring mine up by yours.
There's a big difference between mine and yours.
Yeah, what's that?
I got mine in the boat.
Well, mine's about to be in the boat.
Is he?
All right. He's not a monster, but at least he's a nice one.
He sure is.
It hasn't been the easiest
and mine
day.
got
so.
me. You didn't come away
Right.
bleeding. Look at my finger.
Oh man.
I got the hook got me.
Let's see. Oh yeah, mine looks bigger.
Just a little.
Yeah, he does. Okay, I just wanted to check. Yeah.
You know, truthfully.
Yeah, it's good to see Snook around.
Yeah, but not only that, I think that's probably the only time I'm taller than you is if I'm standing on my wallet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's very true.
We're gonna get this guy back.
Very true.
And maybe they'll like say, "Hey, you know, I see you there, Mama." Golly, I got.
Did you have the hook in you?
Yeah, the hook went in one side and came out the other, and so it looked like I got a little snake piercing. Hey, good job.
Oh, you did good. That was good. You started it.
I know.
I think you chummed him up for me.
I usually do. You know, just go in there and, well, we're not going to get into that. But hey, good job.
That was good.
You know where they live.
Yeah.
And that's the nice part about the Glades. You're talking 1,800,000 plus acres. Yeah. It goes from literally the Florida Keys to within, all the way up to Chokoloskee. You know?
Yeah.
And essentially, Chokoloskee, for those that don't know, is 31 miles east of Naples.
I didn't know that.
So, you know, the Tamiami Trail kind of borders the northern boundary of Everglades National Park.
Right.
And the key is that we've got essentially in South Florida between Miami, Broward, and Naples and everything, I probably could say somewhere close to 5 to 7 million people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who would know? We're out here during the week, in the month of February, a couple days after a cold front's come through here, and look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's nobody here. The only bad news is if something happens, it's a long ways to get back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need my pliers?
Let me just see if I can get it.
That fish hit probably 10 to 15 feet off the shoreline.
Yeah. Sometimes, I was talking about that earlier, sometimes they do hang out. I don't know whether he followed it out or what, but if he shakes, I'm going to let him fall in the water, Rick.
No problem.
So just hold on to your rod.
Okay. He probably won't shake with laying.
I got it. Yeah. Okay.
I got the plug.
Okay.
So let me ask you, you said he hit way out off the shore, and do you think the fish lay out there?
Yeah.
Or do you think that fish just followed me from up in there?
All I know is he could have followed you, but a lot of times when you're pulling off the shoreline, which people need to look out for, is you always see big muds when you're snook fishing.
No matter what you're angling for, it's important to use proper catch and release fishing techniques. Catch and release fishing has 3 core components. The first technique includes using circle hooks, flatten the barbs on those hooks, as well as using tackle heavy enough to land your fish without fighting it to exhaustion. Now, once the hook is in the water, anglers should make an effort to handle their catch in ways that cause the least amount of harm to the fish. This includes avoiding any removal of fish slime. Using wet hands when holding the fish reduces the amount of slime removed. Fish should also be held in a horizontal position, which reduces the pressure on the internal organs. Tools such as a de-hooking device and knotless rubber-coated nets are essential to effective catch and release fishing. Now, large fish such as tarpon and billfish should not be lifted out of the water unless you plan to keep the fish, and a gaff should never be used. If you notice that your fish seems to be too exhausted, you may need to revive it. You can do this by facing the fish into the current and moving it in a circular 8 pattern. This will flow water through its mouth and over the gills. And for more information on catch and release fishing, visit myfwc.com/fishing.
Welcome to the inner circle. Rotating coverage up to 300 feet gives you a detailed 360-degree view of structure, contour changes, and fish. So you can see them before they see you. Introducing 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
It's got the punch of a heavyweight and the pounds of a lightweight. Welcome to the main event featuring the new Yamaha 4-stroke F70. Tipping the scales at up to 142 pounds lighter than its 4-stroke competitors. That's a class-leading power-to-weight ratio, a haymaker of a whole shot, surprising mid-range punch, incredible fuel economy, and industry-leading innovation, performance, and reliability. The Yamaha 4-stroke F70. Reliability starts here.
Continuing the revolution. Faster, drier, even better built. Designed around Yamaha's latest technology outboards. Still built by the same craftsmen and anglers who launched the Bay Boat Revolution. Whether chasing world records, or time on the water with the family, or anything in between, there's a new Pathfinder model for you. Pathfinder, #1 for a reason, still.
I've lost a lot of big fish because the bait I was using got picked off the hook. Whether I'm fishing for snappers or groupers offshore, trout, tarpon, snook, or reds inshore, I have the confidence to know that Trigger X is going to work in all weather conditions and temperatures. The pheromones and the look of the baits really work. I've won FLW, IFA, and Flatsmaster Redfish Championships using Trigger X. So, you want to keep using other stuff? Be my guest. That's what I'm talking about! Trigger the bite with Trigger X.
Send that one apart.
Got it. Oh, chunky.
Oh my God.
That's a nice fish.
Wow.
Awesome. Que gran peixe. Bom bravo.
¡Ay, loco, malvete!
Oh, little snook?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the big fish there, or is that a gator?
Where is that?
There's a, oh no, it's one of those, it's
just a little
mud.
clump of dirt
Yeah,
there.
yeah, okay. Looked like something coming after him.
You know, Eric, this is how it all begins right here, though.
Yep.
These little fish.
Yep.
He's getting ready to learn his first
I don't think you're grabbing him by the lip.
lesson in catch and release. You know?
Yep.
Look at that rapala twitching wrap in his face. The
What?
Mayan cichlid color.
What's the name of the color, like if I were to order one of those?
It's the Mayan cichlid, or they call it orange flash.
Orange flash, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That looks good.
It looks just like the little bait fish that they love to eat. But
Cool.
there he is. You know, Eric, win, lose, or draw, when you got 2 fishing guides on the water a day away from work.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice to do every once in a while. Did you feel him the first time?
I sped it up.
Yeah.
I felt him. And as soon as I sped it up, which is that natural predator chasing the prey
Yeah. Yeah.
presentation,
Yeah. Cool.
I tell you what, the future of little snooks are looking pretty good.
It sure is. Good to see them, whatever size they are.
Absolutely. We all got to be babies sometime, you know?
That's true. That's true.
I got to tell you, Eric, this has really been a fun day.
It has.
And we've got some nice snook. You showed me some new places.
Yeah.
And more importantly, we're making this a great sportsman's adventure for sure.
Well, it's been fun to be out here in a day. We've seen like one boat today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about going to the Everglades.
Yeah, it is. It always is.
This, and this right here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Man, it's my pleasure. I like it. You're young and strong like bull.
That's why I have the push pole.
And smart like tractor. That's why you've been poling all day.
The 10,000 islands in the Everglades are one of the most unique and diverse areas we've ever experienced. Navigating these tricky, shallow waters is tough. If you don't have good charts, good sense, and a good stout heart, you should definitely hire an experienced guide. After all, catching fish all day is one thing, and then getting back to the dock at the end of the day is another. We recommend both for making a great sportsman's adventure. Check out the Sportsman's Adventures website at www.sportsmansadventures.com. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
Hold him out towards the camera.
Makes a mirror. This 10-foot fish.
Can we do it? Everybody measure.
Sportsman's Adventures was brought to you by Contender Boats, performance through innovation. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Trigger X, trigger the bite. Ameritrail, custom trailer manufacturers. La Jolla Resort, a place for families and a place for fishermen. Maverick Boats. Suffix Lines, the world's most hardcore fishing line.